Alrighty, you're probably wondering what's going on. What I'm getting ready to do is in the greenhouse, in our cattle panel greenhouse, winter garden, I'm going to inoculate the walkway with some wine cap mushrooms. The wine caps my son got me for Christmas. Just a small bag, not a whole lot. Some nice green spawn. Just a small bag, ain't a whole lot in there, but they'll reproduce. They'll make a fair many mushrooms over the years. So if you keep feeding them, they'll grow forever. So it's called Mushroom Rush is where they came from. He ordered them from Amazon. They was actually on my Amazon wish list. He ordered them from there. Mushroom.com or mushroomrush.com is where they actually came from. So I'll leave a link to them below in the video description below. So I'm going to go through step by step on how I've done this in the past. Yeah, so pretty simple. All you gotta do is just loosen up your wood chips, sprinkle them down, water them in good, and put another layer on top. And then every so often you just got to feed them. They'll spread throughout this whole walkway area over time, and they'll actually spread into the beds too some. They just need organic matter. They're pretty easy to take care of. Wine caps are. We have a big patch of them over by the compost. They do really good over there. I'm gonna try some in the cattle panel tunnel, so that's what I'm gonna start on. So I'm gonna get a bucket of wood chips from the wood chip pile and the water hose and start putting them in. It's hard to believe today's December 26th and it's like mid to upper 40s outside. I can't remember it ever being this nice this time of year here. Normally by now we'd have snow on the ground and be froze, but we've had some cold days, but nothing like we normally do. We usually have some warm days too in December, but not like this. Man, this is insane. Christmas Day we was at my mother and father-in-law's, and it was almost 60 degrees at their place. It rained all day, which is good, but insane how nice it's been. Totally. So you just see me get a bucket full of wood chips, so I just need to water it in good. I'm gonna set you down. All right, so you see me get all this loosened up with the stirrup hoe, right? You see me do with the stirrup hoe. Pulled all the weeds out, what it did. So I'm not going to water it in because it's pretty dry. I'm just going to water it in good. Shut it off there, let it soak in. Let the water soak in for a little while, for a little bit. And then this is grain spawns, what it is. I'm not sure what kind of grain it is. Probably, I don't know, some kind of oats or something. I don't know what it is for sure, but it's grain. So this is basically that white stuff on there. Basically, is it's mycelium is what it is, but it's basically seeds. It's basically the root structure to the mushrooms. So. Sprinkle a little bit down. That's probably half of the bag I got. And this is probably like a 3 foot by 2 foot area. So then you put just a little layer of wood chips on. These wood chips are aged. They're probably about 1.5 years old. And I'll sprinkle a little bit of them. That's basically just food for the mushrooms. They'll eat that organic matter and just level it out. I think that'll be perfect. The mushrooms don't know if it's perfect or not. Some people's OCD won't let them do something that's not, but mine's not as bad as it used to be. Just sprinkle a little bit more on. It's a fair bit of grain spawn for this small of an area. I put this much in here just because there's so much wood chips and organic matter here. So hoping that by spring or so I can have some fresh wine caps. So just put that down. I'm gonna water it in again. The wood chips that were outside was pretty wet, so I don't need as much this time. And put another inch or so on top of that. That's pretty much it. Man, that's pretty much all there is to it. So, level it out a little bit, and I'm going to water in again. The key to it is see now they got plenty of food. The grain has plenty of food to eat. Now they need to stay moist, so you need to keep them watered in. And in here they should stay fairly warm. They should stay fairly warm in this greenhouse, so that this winter they should be able to eat up a lot of that. They should be able to eat up a lot of the organic matter I just fed to them. So hopefully come spring I'll get some good mushrooms out of there. So it's not a real big patch, just like a 2 foot by 3 foot area is all it is. So, and it, like I said earlier, they'll spread throughout this thing. Their spores will drop and then whatnot. So hopefully I have lots of good mushrooms out of it. So I just wanted to show you how we plant mushrooms. Like I said, I got a big patch of them 30 feet that way from here, and they do really well. But they don't this past year they didn't do real well, but I didn't keep it as wet as I needed to. We got some in the spring, but we didn't get any more through it in the fall. Normally you get some in the spring and fall, but hopefully inside here they'll stay humid. It'll stay more humid and whatnot, so they can thrive a little bit better. I also one more thing before I go, I want to tell you, I got David the Good's Grocery Road Gardening book, so I'm going to read it. I'm going to implement some of that in the field down below where I put the raspberry patch and the elderberries and all that stuff. I'm going to do some grocery road gardening down there once I read the book and fully understand how he did it. The videos he put on YouTube with the grocery road gardening is pretty awesome. So I want to try to implement that a little bit here. I know I live in 5B in 5B 6A zone, and he is probably in an 8 zone in Alabama. So I can do the best I can. I can't copy him completely because of different growing areas, and I have clay where he's got sand and all that, but it'll all, if I read the book, I'll understand how to figure it out. So but yeah, once you get the basics figured out, the rest of it's pretty simple. So, or I think it is anyhow. So if anybody has any questions on mushrooms or anything else that we do here at the nursery, just let us know in the comments, and I'll put the link for the mushroom rush below. And anybody wants to know anything, just let us know. Until we meet again, take care and God bless.